tuning in to our senior design showcase for Compete Logbook. My name is David Sampson. I am the project manager, and I've also been doing API work and front end work for the project.
My name is Andre Heber, and I've been doing front end work for the project.
My name is Dylan Palmer, and I've also been doing the front end for the project.
My name is Jason Griller, and I've been doing database and API, a little bit of API.
And a special thanks goes out to our sponsor, Jennifer Lapointe.
So our goals going into this project was to basically create an app or a part of the app that would help athletes improve and log their sessions. We wanted to create functionality within the existing Compete app that users could log into and log their workout sessions of all types and monitor their progress and improve with that knowledge. Um, we had four technical objectives. The first was to create a logbook that was usable for all users that could handle all different types of sports. The second was that users would be able to log their sessions with video clips of their workouts. The third was to compute and display relevant data relative to their sessions and overall data. And the fourth was to use computer vision analysis to generate a score. Right now, it's only working for water skiing, however.
So, for the broader impacts of this project, we hope that it expands interest in sports and physical activities, especially among younger audiences, to help them engage more in physical activity and set good habits to become more generally healthy. For competitive athletes, we also want them to have awareness of their progress, which is integral for them to improve in whichever sport they select. And our app, we hope to be a main platform for that. We want to simplify sports tracking and make it easier for athletes to monitor their progress and focus on their own growth and development. Our sponsor has strong ties in the world of water skiing as a previous professional water skier, and she strongly supported the idea of incorporating computer vision analysis and data post-processing specifically for water skiing. The impact of this analysis on an individual athlete is large in terms of their own ability to be aware of their progress and have more sophisticated training and algorithms that can be improved upon to provide detailed and specific metrics about the water skiing tricks, turns, and other relevant things that they would be doing within the sport.
So we wanted to expand on the previously designed social media app and create the logbook, which users could easily track their progress in various types of sports. Um, so in the logbook, there are tracking metrics for more than 800 unique sports, and you can track relevant metrics for each one of those sports specifically. Um, our focus was to create a simple UI, which would be inviting to all users and encourage them to engage in various different activities. Um, we wanted to seamlessly fit our portion of the app into the context and style of the rest of the Compete app as well.
So one of the things that we had to consider when undertaking this project was in making a logbook for over 800 types of unique sports. Not each sport has the same metrics that an athlete would care about. Think about a yoga uh, a yoga person that is using an app that's asking for how many miles they ran. It just doesn't. It's not very useful. So we had to categorize the types of sports, and each of the sports fell into what we decided with the sponsor were four kind of overarching categories: the endurance and performance sports, kind of like running, biking, swimming, track and field, that are measured in distance, time, pace, etc. The strength and power sports like yoga, bodybuilding, weightlifting, martial arts, etc. Those types of sports have an athlete performing sets or reps with weight or no weight, and they're usually stationary. In the skill and technique category, you can find sports where the athlete uses a prop to perform in the sport. So things like basketball, baseball, water skiing, anything where an apparatus, a prop, a ball, some type of tool is being used to perform a skill that can be measured by accuracy and successfulness. And then the last category is kind of the oddball of the group, is the extreme sports, where there's not really a, a you're not measuring necessarily a measurable metric on how successful your form was, but whether your attempt was successful or not, and how difficult it felt, and how your fear was going into it, etc. So this is the Compete app. As you can see, there's the home screen, but our part of the app is in the locker, in the logbook specifically. You can see here we have the logbook home. There's a lot of stuff on here. We're going to talk about it quickly. So a new user would log in and they wouldn't have any sessions. So let's create a session as if we were a new user. Let's create a water skiing session. And we're going to enter Saturday night ski. I think there's 2 I's in there. And we were at La Pointe Park. And it was cloudy tonight. And there was 15 degrees in the north direction. We were using La Pointe skis, and they were the 65-inch skis with the 4-hole .080 size. And let's add in some fake tail numbers. So we used our red tail with a 3-inch length or 4-inch length and a 5-inch depth. And then our wing was a spliced wing with a 45-degree angle and 3-inch depth. And let's put 4 here. And now let's add the pass. So we're going to be using yellow lines, which automatically fills the line length and boat speed with the corresponding length and speed. But if the user wants to customize that, of course they can. And we completed this pass, so let's add it. And we can add multiple passes. The intent is that a user would add up to 10. But if they don't know their passes beforehand, they can add them later in the detail screen after they create the session. So we can set the session difficulty, and the confidence level, and set some notes about the session. This was a great session. Need to go during the day. And create the session. So as you can see, the session was created successfully in the back end, and it's going to take us to start recording our session. We can either skip or start recording multiple clips. So obviously we're in an emulator environment, but let's just record a couple clips anyways to show the technology works. As you'll see, it's uploading in the background, and then it comes up here. Recorded 2 clips. Let's continue to the logbook now. And if we refresh our logbook, we're going to see our Saturday night ski has appeared. And let's click into that and review our data from that ski. So you can see the user has the ability to favorite, to edit. They see their location, their title, or their weather, their videos. They have the ability to view their data and scoring, which is the computer vision functionality, which we'll try out in just 1 second. They have their passes. They can add passes later. They can see their equipment setup, change their session difficulty or just view it, and the confidence level as well, and also their notes. They can save and delete basic CRUD operations. Let's take a look at the video data and scoring later environment, and we can actually record someone water skiing. You're going to see this error pop up, and we're just going to be selecting a video from the local media library of someone water skiing. And now you can see the video is going to upload and process in the backend. We can see their tracking analysis through the water, how their position was, whether it was smooth or not. And this person was not super smooth. They could work on that. But their speed was very slightly better. You can see their average speed and their max speed. Their speed analysis takes into consideration their consistency of speed throughout the video, and also their highs and lows. And then the form analysis, this user was obviously much better in this department. They were using the correct form and leaning in the correct directions, and so they received the high score in this area. Now that we've seen the specific water skiing functionalities, let's take a look at some of the other types of logbooks. So the skill sports like acrobatic gymnastics allow a user to log their skills specifically, and has metrics about those. Power sports like calisthenics allow a user to record exercises with sets, and also they're able to set their mood. Extreme sports like base jumping allow a user to set a number of attempts, successes, and implied failures to get their success rate. And then endurance, which is actually not specifically part of our MVP, is allowing a user to track their distance, time, pace, calories, their route map, which hasn't been implemented, and that type of thing. The user from the home screen can also go to their overall calendar and see a summary of their sessions, some metrics about how many sessions they're doing, their current streak, and they can click on a day and see the sessions that they recorded on this day.